What's up, you guys? Alright. This is the first proper video on my reaction channel, MackemReactsToShit, for about a year. First proper reaction video on that channel for a year. And you'll see what I'm going to be reacting to in a minute, but I just wanted to come on and give you a little heads up before we jump into this. What you're about to say may contain signs of violence and graphic imagery. I just wanted to come on and give you that little heads up, and it may have violence in it, and may disturb or offend some of you, so you have your warning there, so feel free to click off now if that doesn't sound like your bag, but you do have your warning there, so please proceed with caution. And for those of you who who want to stick around, please enjoy this video. Come along with me as I react to the top 10 anti-drink driving public service announcements in this video. Enjoy. Alright, so here we are, guys. This is the top 10 drink driving public service announcements. This video was made by YouTube channel Hello, I'm a Peter. I've watched some of that stuff in the past, and the first time I saw some of this stuff, I couldn't sleep. So yeah, let's just dive into it, shall we? This is the top 10 drink driving public service announcements. So in 3, 2, 1, let's fucking get it. Content contains graphic signs and real life understanding. This video may not be suitable for your audience, and viewer discretion is advised outside at the start of the first one. Might enjoy DATR 99999.
There's just a huge void and there's nothing to fill it. Nothing at all.
The driver had been drinking and just smashed his car into the back of Michelle's car, and she died of head injuries.
Oh, she was lovely. She was full of energy, full of enthusiasm. Even if I could just hold her hand for 5 minutes, or tell her again how much I love her, or just touch her hair, I would give the world for that.
Chopper. Years ago, he used to be hit me.
I'll explain for some of you who may not know who Mark Chopper Reid is. Mark Chopper Reid is an Australian hitman and serial killer who was more or less given a life sentence for countless murders across Australia. Australia is he's been heard of around the world, but mostly prolific in his home country. I just thought I'd better, for those who didn't know, let's get on with it.
Most of you out there may hate my guts. I'm not a very popular person, but you drink and you drive. You going down the road, you kill a little kid, an old lady, an old person, some young mother pushing a pram across the road, and you go skittle, you wipe them all up. You still hate me? Yeah, you still hate me, but you're no different than I am. You're the same as me. You're a murderer and a maggot just the same as I am.
What are you drinking? Same again?
Yeah. No, not for me.
What?
I'm driving.
You can't get pulled. Not on a Sunday.
Get me half.
Half is what girls drink.
What's the problem, man?
I've got to get down my mum's for dinner.
His mum's for dinner.
Mummy's boy. Come on, Dave. Just one more.
All right, then get me a pint.
Come on, Dave. Just one more.
A lot of you people might be very upset that I'm doing this commercial, but I'm advertising something now I know a great deal about, and that's killing. I've shot people, I've baseball batted them to death, I've iron barred them to death, I've stabbed them to death, I've set fire to them. If you get into a car and you've been drinking too much, you kill somebody, then you're no different than me. That's all it is. You're a murdering maggot.
I just want to say before we continue, guys. I know it's coming up to Halloween, and I do understand that adult Halloween parties happen. And the last thing you want to do is take your cars out to any vehicle of any kind. Your best bet of getting home after one of those is getting a taxi. So you're not driving after you've been drinking. No, so just when you get home, just get in straight to bed. That's really the best advice I can give you is really like just on that before we continue.
Shall I tell you about my life? Say I'm a man of the world. I've flown across every time, and I've seen lots of things. Guess I've got everything I need. I wouldn't have tomorrow, and there's no one I'd rather be.
the shame. From DOE.
One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3. Is she gonna be alright? Look, make her be alright. Calm down, sir. Are you the driver of the vehicle, sir? No pulse, no response. Patient's still in here. Have you been drinking, sir? Charging up. Just a quick one. Clear. I thought I'd be okay. Stand clear. Charging up. Stand clear. Gonna be alright. They're doing the best they can. Still no pulse. Still no response. Pupil's not reacting. Still nothing. The patient is now asystolic. I didn't mean it.
They say that can be the worst possible result if someone's drinking and driving. Even if they're not driving and the friend's driving, but the friend's had a drink, it just takes one to make you lose concentration, make you lose focus, make you less alert on the road, and that can lead to severe injury or even death. It's a really, I mean, I've never experienced this kind of thing myself, and I hope that I never do. But it is a very, very fucked up situation to be in. Fucked up for you, fucked up for whoever was driving. And as you saw in that last PSA, that woman was, well, dead. She was unresponsive. Paramedics trying the best to bring her back, and it just wasn't happening. She was gone. So just be careful if you are going out and you do take your car. Your best bet is to just not drink. Not drink. I know you might think, one's alright, but trust it just takes one to take away all your focus and concentration, and for, well, what you just saw to occur. It's fucked up, man, it really is.
When I was in prison, I got slashed in the face. My ears cut off. I had a claw hammer put from my brain just here. Cutthroat razors. Here. 8.5-inch butcher's knife there. I stick up the back there. If you drink and you drive and you're unfortunate enough to hit somebody, you want to pray to God you don't ever go to prison. Loneliness, emptiness, painful. Doesn't seem any way out. The younger two children don't understand why I'm in it. They keep saying, apologise and they let you come home. They don't quite realise what I've done. The old lady that I crashed into, she died. And her face comes back every time I sort of close my eyes. I find myself going back in the dream to try and say the things I wanted to say, but it never happens. I sort of wish I could have said something in the hospital. But there's just nothing I could have said, not to make it any better, because nothing would have made it better.
before I get into the fun, I just have to say that it's not only affecting your life, it's not only affecting the life of the person that's driving, who's driving pissed, but it's also you got to think about your kids, your kids as well. How do you think they're gonna react if someone has to explain to them that mama or daddy's not coming home tonight, you know? There's no easy way to get that across to a kid. It really is just a fucked up situation all around it. This kind of shit, it still happens all the time. It's fucked up. We all know it is. It's horrific. Shouldn't have happened, but there's still some twats out there who they are. I'll be alright, I can still drive, and then they get in the car first thing, and they know they're putting the keys in the ignition. Next thing they know, the being tatting into a prison cell. So, I mean, is it really worth it? Think about that.
There was no intent. It was never meant to happen. But, yes, I killed somebody. I was driving home in the morning when I thought I was okay, but obviously I wasn't. I've left a husband and children without a mother and a wife, and I've got to live with that for the rest of my life. Very vivid nightmares, more realistic than anything I can actually remember. I'm just very sorry for my victims, the husband and the children and her family.
Is he coming up?
Yes.
My name is Jacqueline Saborido. This is a picture of me before I was hit by a drunk driver. Before the car caught fire. Before 2 of my friends died. Before I needed more than 40 operations. This is me when my life was just like anyone else in college. This is me after being hit by a drunk driver.
Yeah.
Me and you had got the first one out the front seat. He'd never seen anything like it. Had to leave the body inside of the road.
I covered it with my tunic. Took what, 2 hours to get out of it? Pretty girl. Looked a bit like my sister. And then we found the baby. But no, what bothers me. Bloke in their car kept saying it wasn't his fault, but he'd been drinking, hadn't he? I don't know how he'll ever live with himself.
You don't go out to kill anybody. Never go out with the intention of and say to yourself, oh, today I'm going to run down a pedestrian. A few beers with the friends. Bang. Seeing the head come through the windscreen again. Vividly, like it's there today now. And the fact that I am the cause of it, I can't take that back. But it doesn't change the fact I've become a killer.
But really, I should have cleaned up the grease over there. And they should never put the deep fryer so close.
Somebody help me!
Alright guys, well, I would say I hope you enjoyed that, but given the topic of the video, I doubt it was very much enjoyable. Yeah, like I said, just please don't drink and drive. You'll fuck things up for yourselves, your friends, your family, and other people around you. Just think before you go out to drink. Take yourself as route home. Get a taxi. When you get in, you're out of bed. Don't leave your car at home. It's, like I said, I've never experienced it myself, but it can be a good time. I know a statement of the fucking century right there, but it can't be that much fun when you and your mates are sat in the car. The front of the car's complete like fucked up. You and your friends are sat there, they're covered in blood, and you've got a corpse about halfway through your fucking windshield. You trying to tell me that's fun? So please don't drink and drive. Leave your car alone. Get a taxi. Do whatever you can to avoid drinking and driving. Just be safe out there. I know coming to Halloween, I know a lot of like adult Halloween parties, especially nowadays, do happen. So just be careful with what you're doing out there. Yeah, like I said, I know probably wasn't very much enjoyable, but thank you all for watching. Anyway, like, comment and subscribe if you just want, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until next time, this is MackemReactsToShit signing out. See you all later.